Wollanes, no lanes, significat willy-nilly. Let's learn a new irregular verb. Just to remind ourselves, we already know the irregular verb sum, esse, I am, to be, eo, ire, I go, to go, possum, posse, I am able, to be able. Here's a new irregular verb, wolo, welle, I am willing or I want, to be willing, to want. What makes this an irregular verb? That weird infinitive. Most regular verbs have an infinitive that ends in re, but wolo, welle is clearly irregular. Wolo, welle is also a synonym for cupio, cupere, a 3-io verb that you already know. They both can mean I want. You'll notice that the forms of wolo, when you conjugate in the present, have all the regular personal endings. O, S, T, mus, tis, unt. But the root or base or stem that comes before those personal endings is weird, and again, that's what makes this an irregular verb. Wolo, wis, wolt, wolumus, woltis, wolunt. Practice saying these 6 words out loud until you know them by heart. Helping you to remember what this verb means are the English derivatives voluntary. You can actually see wolunt in the word voluntary. Involuntary, again, contains the whole verb form wolunt. Volunteer, the person who is willing. And if you are willing to do good things, you are a benevolent person. But if you are willing or wanting to do bad things, you are malevolent. What if you don't want or you are unwilling? Take known and put it in front of wolo, and then it turns into nolo. The infinitive is nole. Again, irregular, but you can see the lle that was present in welle. Nolo, I am unwilling, I do not want. And when you conjugate it in the present, you'll see that the word known shows up in 3 forms. So if you remember, we had wolo, wis, wolt, wolumus, woltis, wolunt. So if you think about putting the word known, the adverb known, in front of these forms, you will get the squished together forms that you see here. Nolo, non wis, non wolt, no lumus, non voltus, nolunt. Ah yes, don't throw things. Noli jacere res should be familiar to all of us. And so we have known that noli means don't. Nolite, plural. Both of these words, noli and nolite, plus an infinitive, create the negative imperative, don't do something, which literally means be unwilling, and there's the infinitive, to do something. So don't do something. The verb wolo has no imperatives, only nolo has these 2 imperatives, noli and nolite. Here are a few famous proverbs that contain the verb wolo or nolo. DV is an abbreviation you might run into. It stands for the Latin words Deo volente, with God being willing or God willing. Si vis, potas. You should write this one down and translate it. Aliud est velle, aliud posse. Copy this one down and see if you can translate it. Si vis, looks like we have a repetition of a couple of words. Scire, doce. This is one that teachers like because we understand it. Multi scire volunt, sed vere discere nolunt. Why don't you copy down all of these and see if you can translate them? Valete!